This is the Kitchen Sink WP Podcast, episode 479.
I program my home computer.
We have a server crash, 404 error, page not found, links aren't working, system is crashing, system is crashing, system is crashing.
Your old HTML website, barely alive. We have the technology. We have WordPress. A new website, better than it was before. Better, stronger, faster. Hello there, everybody. This is Adam Silver, the host of the Kitchen Sink WP podcast. Thanks for being here. Let's get started. All right, upcoming events, two to talk about. We have WordCamp Barcelona on May 5th and 6th. It's already May, crazy. And we have WordCamp Buffalo, New York, May 6th, a one-day camp. And truth be told, I was planning on going to that camp. I really was. One day, I was going to spend the night, actually, go up a day early and see people. But turns out that day on my calendar was already occupied, because my daughter's graduating college on that day. So I will not be in town, in Buffalo at least, to see all the people there. I'm going to be at graduation because it's more important. Anyway, all right, moving right along. Segment one in the news. Jetpack, WordPress.com on the blog has indicated that Jetpack's, Jetpack Social, which automatically shares your blog posts to Twitter, will stop working as of today, the day that this episode pops out, I think, May 1st, if I'm not mistaken. The new owner over at Twitter is charging a lot of money now for the Twitter API for what was free. It's no longer free. A lot of money, apparently, just not possible to maintain that. Automatic is not going to maintain that, or WordPress.com going forward. So yeah, there's that. There's a link in the show notes if you want to read all about that. So there you go. All right, moving on to segment two, the meat and potatoes of this week's episode. It's been 8 weeks, so it's time for listener Q&A. Have a handful of questions here today, starting off with this one sent in from Steven. How long do I have to wait to transfer my domain to another registrar after the email contact info for my domain has been updated? So I'm pretty sure I got that right. Yeah. So I looked it up, double checked it. 60 days is the standard answer there. And the reason it's not based on the new registrar that you go to, it's based on ICANN, the governing body over the web domains themselves. They place a 60-day lock on all new domain registrations and renewals to prevent fraud. So it's not like your new host/registrar, if it's all one place, is doing this to be annoying. It's just that it does it there. That way, it's locked in for 60 days, so fraud doesn't happen. So that kind of tells you that there used to be fraud, apparently, back in the day, where they had to implement this as a 60-day lockdown. So there's your answer there. Another question sent in, this one by Jen. How can I meet other people who use WordPress? Are there groups or classes online or in person that you would recommend? Oh, great question. So, pre-COVID, we had local meetups, and they are coming back. So I would definitely check meetup.com. And then COVID, it was all virtual and Zoom, but you actually mentioned online or in person. So again, you could go to online Zoom stuff again, but in person would be a local meetup. I would also check out libraries. Surprisingly enough, I think there's a lot of libraries that are out there that have classes and groups that get together, and the local community college as well. And lastly, I was just thinking about this just now, Facebook groups. If you check online for a Facebook group, you might find, you'll definitely find communities there. There are a whole bunch of them. And sometimes they do stuff in person as well, connecting back to either, meetup.com or like Sign Up Genius, and they'll get together at someone's space or a co-working space kind of thing. So check that out as well. Local meetups, WordCamps. Oh, of course, WordCamps. Don't forget about WordCamps. Those are coming back. Haven't been that many in the US, but they are coming back this year at least. So, all right, there you go. Someone sent this in. This is anonymous. A couple anonymous questions actually. This go around. Someone sent the question to ask ChatGPT a question, and then they actually said, "How about this as the question? Is ChatGPT good for WordPress?" So I did that. I asked, "Is ChatGPT good for WordPress?" over at ChatGPT, very meta there. And it wrote back, as an AI language model, ChatGPT can provide information and answer questions related to WordPress. However, ChatGPT itself is not specifically designed for WordPress, as its capabilities extend far beyond a single platform or technology. That being said, if you have any questions or issues related to WordPress, ChatGPT may be able to provide you with helpful information and guidance. Whether you're looking for general information about WordPress, tips on how to improve your website's performance, or troubleshooting advice for a specific problem, ChatGPT can use its language processing capabilities to help you find information you need. So that's interesting. It's like, yeah, We can help if you ask the right question, but we don't have anything else to say about that. Well, anyway, and I actually then asked one more question. What are some popular questions people are asking about WordPress? Again, kind of meta. And it gave a standard slew of 10, 15 answers in a numbered format, which was interesting. How do I optimize? How can I secure my site? So, nonetheless, interesting questioning posed for me to ask, and I did, and those are the answers. I don't have anything else more to say on that. Anyway, okay. And another anonymous question. This is, I think, the last one of this round, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe one more. Yeah. Long-time listener, first-time question. Sorry, I'm keeping my name anonymous. You've had a bunch of domains and ideas over the years. Which, if any, do you feel you've missed out on in some capacity for success? Ooh, interesting question. I remember seeing that one when it came in a couple weeks ago. So yeah, right off the bat, I remember thinking about this, and there's two that popped up, and one of them is a podcast I had with an idea for my daughter and I. I was going to call it like something like awkward talk with my teenage daughter. And I really do feel like I missed out on that opportunity. I think it would have been a really cool platform to have conversations with my teenage daughter up from, let's say, 13 to 19. And I think it would have given her a platform as well. If somebody wants the idea, take it, run with it, it'd be great. I think it'd be kind of neat to do that. So I think that was a missed opportunity. And of course, the other one that popped up was most recently Backup Speaker, backupspeaker.com, which I launched in March 2020. And it took way too long to get it built because I went through some, turmoil, I guess, or I had hired some people that were developers that just didn't pan out. So it took about 9 or 10 months to build it. And when I launched it, it was March 2020. And of course, launching a service that focused around people speaking at conferences right when things got shut down was not ideal. So it's still running. It's still up and running. And actually, I spoke to my wife about it about 6 months ago, maybe a year ago. Thought about pulling the plug. And she's like, you know what? Don't pull the plug just yet. Keep it going. Maybe reboot it. Maybe I should reboot it. Any interest? Let me know. It's up and running, backupspeaker.com. It's for people who are available on last minute notices kind of thing, the database, etc. Still think it's a valid idea. It just kind of missed out on the opportunity based on timing. Timing is everything. It really matters at the end of the day. So there you have it. Thank you, Anonymous, on that one. I don't know. Long-time listener. I wonder who that one is. I don't know. I really don't. Anyway, they do know I have a bunch of ideas and domains, so that's kind of neat. If you want, tell me who you are. Reach out. Let me know. I won't share it to anybody else. Anyway, all right, moving on. Is that it for this? Yeah, that's it for the Q&A. Moving on to segment 3, tip and tool of the week. This week's tip, it's a website. It's over at YouTube, actually. It's WP Product Talk. It's by Matt Cromwell, and I forgot who the co-host is, but I know Matt from GiveWP. So pretty cool. They do some discussions about product talks in the WordPress space. I linked it in the show notes. Check it out there. All right, I'm going to wrap it up here. If you have any questions, go ahead, send it in via email, adam@KitchensinkWP.com, or use the SpeakPipe function on the website. If you want to support the show, you can become a patron. That'd be awesome. KitchensinkWP.com/Patreon. You could sponsor the show. There's a form on the website. If you're looking for some coaching, accountability, if you're having a small business idea, side hustle, let me know. AdamSilver.com. Thanks for listening. See you next week. Now go out and do some awesome things with WordPress. All right. Bye-bye.